Hi everybody, Adrienne Everheart here with you, your feminine energy dating and relationship coach. I am so happy to be with you today because once in a while I will get this urge that I just have to make a video. I have to do something right now. I have to share a message with you. And today that message is just about how much girly feminine energy ignites a man's heart and can really cure anything that's going on in a relationship or even within yourself. I'm talking about depression, anxiety, being unable to attract quality men into your life. Any problem that today's modern woman faces, in my opinion, most of it, if not all of it, is rooted in no longer being in your feminine energy. So I want to talk about that really quickly because I always get a few people who give me comments like, oh, my abuser would have loved it if I took your advice. Or, I can't be submissive. I'm not a submissive woman. And this is just not what feminine energy is. That is your misconception of feminine energy. And I believe those misconceptions are part of the oppression of women, where women are actually held down, and we don't want to go back to the tree of knowledge and get shunned, and we don't want to learn something new because we're going to be stepping outside of a boundary that feels really comfortable to us, and we're going to be learning something new and trying something else. So I always tell everyone, you can always leave a guy. Any of you who are like, I'm with a narcissist, he's terrible, it's awful, you can always leave a guy. That's easy. You can leave him. It's not easy to leave, but that's always there for you, okay? You can keep doing the way you're doing things right now and just see what happens. Or you can try something new. So feminine energy is probably going to be the try something new part. So I'm going to teach you a little bit today, and we're going to see if you can't put these into practice. I'm going to tell you how to really ignite a man's heart, connect you, help you be in this place where you're more focused on your feelings than fixing the man, okay? Women are obsessed with fixing men, I believe. I've already seen 4 or 5 comments come up, and they've all been, my guy has this problem. How do I fix it? He's withdrawn, he's sad, he's out of work, he told me he's confused, he told me he doesn't know. How many of you feel me on that? Your guy has some problem. And the problem is, he's got a problem and you're not getting the love and attention that you want to be getting. So you believe because I'm not getting the love and attention, because he's locked in his feminine energy and he's cold, I'm not getting what I want, therefore I need to fix him. I need to go on YouTube and ask a relationship coach, how do I fix my guy? Your guy is not the problem. He's being who he is, which is whatever messed up version of a human that any of us are at any given moment, right? We're all going through something. We're all experiencing some level of growth or not. So think back to a man you were once in love with, and you had a conversation with him, and it went something like this, I want us to be together. Why can't we be together? Why can't we be happy? The essence of what you were saying was that, I want us over in this happy place. The guy tells you, well, here's my plan. And his plan doesn't sound like it has anything to do with the happiness that you're wanting. So you want to fix the man. Your man is cold, he's shut down, he's depressed, he's confused. You want to fix him instead of focusing on yourself. Now, when you focus on yourself, you're in your feminine energy. You're not in your masculine energy, which is fixing, doing, solving. When you get out of your masculine energy, and you're not like a microscope peering down at your guy, right? And he doesn't feel all this pressure on him that he's got to be this way this other energy wants him to be. It's a lot of pressure. We have a whole extra leg on our chromosome. We have a lot more information going on, women do. Men cannot be us. They cannot communicate as well as we do. They are not concerned about the things we are concerned about, not to the level and extent that we are. They will not be a woman. A dog is a dog and a cat is a cat. You have to let the dogs be dogs. Okay? So the first thing is, when you're in your feminine energy, you accept the guy wherever he is, whatever he's going through. You don't have to be with him. You don't have to stay in love with his potential one day. You don't. You don't have to stay in that relationship. Let's say you're married, it's been 15 years, you've got 4 kids, you can't leave. Or you don't want to leave. Try something new. Try your feminine energy. Instead of being on him and managing the house and managing your man, I want you to focus instead on what you feel. So over here, fix the guy, got a tinker, he's my little project. I'm cold, I'm lonely, I feel isolated. Let's focus on that. That is feminine energy, right there. How you're feeling, what you're doing with your life, how you're healing yourself. When you heal yourself, an amazing magical thing will happen to the man. But you gotta let it unfold. You gotta give it time and space. How long you give it is up to you. Ladies who are dating, who fell into the girlfriend trap, you might just be ready to call it quits. And you might want to give this a couple of weeks and see if the ship doesn't start turning around. Remember, it's this great big ship. You gotta turn it around. It takes time. For those of you who are just so ready, like, should I leave? Should I go? Should I stay? Should I get a divorce? Try this. Try it for just like 3 months. I have a great book out there. It's called 500 Ways to Talk to a Man. It'll help you. It'll help you learn how to phrase feminine energy, because feminine energy is so gosh darn new to us, because we've had it on a shelf for so long, because at some point growing up, we were like, I gotta be tough. I gotta be tough and to survive this world. So you put your feminine energy on a shelf. And you also believed, oh, it means I'm weak, I'm submissive if I'm that. No, it means I'm a girl. I'm a girl and I have feelings. And I want you to cry in front of the guy. Show the guy how you're feeling. Instead of locking yourself up in your room and taking a shower or a bath and crying and calling all your girlfriends and cry, be how you feel with the man. Be that vulnerable. Notice when you're trying to control him, when you're trying to tweak him to be what you need to be happy. Just today, a woman wrote me, her and her guy live in the same neighborhood. He had something happen with his job. He's in his 50s. And she has clearly fallen into the girlfriend trap, because she's been a girlfriend for I don't know how many years. That's problem number 1. You don't want to be a girlfriend for years. That's lowering your value. And for all of you ladies who are like, I don't want to get married, marriage is not the answer. Look at it from a different perspective. Look at it from a different angle. It's the best, surest thing we have to seal the deal. Sign on the dotted line. How do people solve lawsuits? They give people money. Does it really take away your pain? No. Want to get married? It's a legal deal that solves some of the angst that you'll feel. And it's important to men. The ritual is important to men. The ring, the giving you the ring is important to the man. To us, we know it's just a ring. We know it's just all of our friends getting together and it's a piece of paper down at the courthouse. But to the man, when he says those words and that switch gets flipped on, and he goes from just being your boyfriend to your husband, that's as good as it's gonna get, okay? Just like money is the best way we ease someone's pain, marriage is the easiest, I mean, it is the surest, not the easiest, but it is the most concrete thing you can have to ground yourself to another person. So she's in the girlfriend trap. Her guy of 2-3 years is suddenly cold. I don't know where we're going. I don't think we want the same things. And she writes me, what should I do? And I said, well, what are you feeling? Well, I miss him and I love him and I want everything to go back to feeling good for me. I want everything back in my world the way it was for me. To hell with what he's going through. He needs to just fix himself, find another job, do whatever. You see what I'm saying? Focus on you. Can this guy that you've invested 2 or 3 years in, can he have a bad 3 to 6 months and try to figure his life out? Yes, he can. He's totally allowed that. Are you going to walk out the door the minute it happens because you're not getting what you need? That's up to you. But I encourage you, look into other ways to make yourself happy than the man. Let me repeat that. Look into other ways to make your life rich, full, and juicy other than the man. That's the key here. That's feminine energy. You know, my mom once said to me when I was a lot younger, and I had a boyfriend that I was constantly trying to tweak and fix. Always on him, tweaking and fixing him. She said, why can't you just be happy? Can't you just be happy? And I repeat those words to myself. My husband is working on a project. He's devoting a lot of time to this project, and I feel a little neglected. So I go and do some things that I like. I go and make my life rich, full, and juicy, but I still feel like at the end of the day, like, where's my husband? Like, oh, I'm so tired, he says. I'm so tired. I did this, this, and this, and it's all true. But, you know, I want more quality time with him. So we talked about it. And we discussed, you know, I feel a little neglected. I want a little more quality time. What can we do? Let him solve it. I was met with a little more demands, or not really demands, but he felt a little more attacked, like his dreams were being under attack. So that's not going to work. So I got to peel back from that, come back around to it, circle back around to it another 5, 6, 7 days. Things were going better. He was making an effort, but it wasn't good enough. I wanted more. I wanted it fixed now. And so I said to him, I said, you know, we talked a couple weeks ago about spending a little more quality time together, and I've noticed nothing's really changed. And he was like, you know, he had that, like, I can't make you happy. And then I realized I'm doing it. Why can't I just be happy? Why can't I right now, where we're at, whatever we're going through, whatever the hell he's going through, I'm just gonna write it out. Am I gonna live a year of my life this way? No. Can I take a month or 2 this way? Probably. And I'm gonna continue to just enrich my life, make myself available. And then sure enough, yesterday he took all of us hiking on this very long hiking trail, me and the dogs, and I let him lead the way. There was a time in my life when I would have led the way. I would have gone hiking with the man, and I would have been leading the way and checking for all the snakes and anything else that might be hiding while we were hiking. But I let him lead the way. He pointed out to me wherever there were little patches of mud or somewhere I might slip or fall. Several times he offered me his hand to help me get over a slippery spot. We've had a lot of rain here in North Carolina. So you see how beautiful this is? I'm just letting this man lead, and all I have to do is absorb it. All that wonderful he's giving to me, making me happy and giving to me. You see how great this is? It's an easy life. I'm allowing myself to just be happy. And then we had wonderful conversations. I was making sure not to run the show verbally, because women, we can do that. We can talk endlessly. We can fill in the gaps. We can notice everything. We hiked up that mountain. And I just listened to him. He told me about how he used to search for morels with his family, and they lived near a lake, and that's how they would go hiking. They weren't really into camping. And he told me all these beautiful stories. See? And we talked about, what if there was a bear right now? What would we do? This is the time that you're having with your man, where your man gets to be your protector. He gets to lead you up that mountain, hold his hand out to you, be there for you, look out for you, protect you, provide for you. When you get a guy in that spot, he's feeling good about himself. So masculine energy, testosterone, makes a man feel good about himself. Did you know the more time you spend with your man, the less testosterone he has? It'll go down. How do you get his testosterone back up? Time and space. You're not all over him, and you have time apart. And a lot of you, even though you work different jobs and you're in different places, you're texting each other. And you're up here in his head, okay? You want to lean back a little bit. Have a little more going on for you, for your life, in your feminine energy, not making it about the man. Remember, a man feels good when he's successful at anything. His ball team can win. It's a success. He mowed the front grass. It's a success. He's made you happy. It's a success. He made a dinner. He overcooked the meat, but you and the kids are going to eat it anyway. It's a success. We're happy. We're not complaining. Let him have those successes. Allow yourself to be happy instead of tweaking and tinkering, trying to fix the guy. Your man is not a project for you to fix. He's his own independent person, beautiful, flawed, full of hopes and dreams. You either love him the way he is, or you try to change yourself to attract more of what it is you're looking for, right? There's always going to be some give and take with that. Okay, so that is what I wanted to share with you all so much, that polarity of masculine, feminine energy in your relationship with your man. Practice being in the feminine as much as you can. That means focusing on how you feel, not what I want, what I need, what you can do to make me happy. Be in your body. If you have to think, like, what am I feeling? You're up in your head. I want you to get back down into your body. How do you know you're feeling sad? What does it feel like in your face? How do you know you're feeling happy? What does it feel like in your chest? Get reacquainted with your body. Masculine energy means like we're kind of numbing out and we're up here instead of in your body. All right, so hi everybody. I'm gonna go to live chat now, and let's just take a couple of questions about feminine energy, or if you're having any relationship problems. Thank you, Seb Clay. You said your guy's treating you like a queen because you're out of your head. I'm looking for a question. How to be more feminine. So Irma, let's start with acquainting yourself with how you feel when you are sipping a cup of tea. How does it feel in your mouth? How does the cup feel to your hands? How does your throat feel after you swallow a little sip of tea? Start by just noticing what you're feeling in your body with anything. Oh, hi, my girlfriend Helena's on the channel. Hi, Helena. I wish you could join in. If we were on Instagram, you could. Someone says, he wishes I did more of the planning. How do you approach that? So I'm gonna guess that you're in a dating relationship, or if you're in a marriage. Go ahead and plan. The guy is telling you what he's giving you a job, he's delegating. So go ahead and give planning a little try, but always come to him and say, what do you think? Let's see. See here. Okay, ME says, what thought process do you use to drop down in and widen? And so we're talking about dropping down into your body and widening in through the hips. And that area is where you receive from a man, is it not? This is where you receive from a man. So you want to widen that area and just imagine all of those muscles loosening up. I sometimes even imagine my bones separating. Okay? And just create that space below your belly button. You can even take your fingertips, kind of go like this across your tummy. Allie says, I have a guy that's writing me that's a celebrity. He thinks I'm unique. I was shocked at his private message. Meet him in person. Online, anybody can say they're anybody, but have fun with that. My baby's father just found out I was dating after 4 years of being a girlfriend and wants to get married. Congratulations. I love him, but I'm not sure if he's acting from a place of jealousy or true love. It might be the same place. I mean, love is different for men than it is for us. They want to, kind of claim us and have us. I personally don't want to claim a guy. I want to be claimed. So if jealousy is part of that, then so be it. A lot of things wake up a man's masculine energy, and losing you is one of those things. Knowing he's losing you. Philippa says, new guy I've been talking with online for the last 2 weeks. There seems to be a lot we want to talk about, and meeting. He's wanted to meet a couple of times. Meet a guy quickly. Do not get in a textually exclusive relationship. Meet. Texting is a fantasy world with someone you haven't met. You create a fantasy relationship. It is not real. It's, we used to letter writing something. But texting is a great way to get to know someone, but you're only getting to know them on one level. So when you're getting to meet someone new, you go a couple of rounds of text. Hi, how are you? You have a phone call. Yes, your phone. You actually use your phone as a phone. Have a phone call. Hi. Oh, he doesn't sound like a total weirdo. He can put together sentences. I would love to meet for coffee sometime. Okay, bye-bye. If he doesn't make a coffee date with you and he keeps trying to text you, drop it. Hey, you're so sweet. This has been a lot of fun. I'm not looking for just a texting relationship. I want a regular dating relationship. If that guy can't get it together and meet you at Starbucks for half an hour, Saturday morning, get him out of your life. You gotta let guys out to let new guys in. Every guy that pops in front of you is gonna teach you something. He's gonna be there for you. You can imagine it like a little, mini class session, every man that comes around your way. So go on a date quickly, and please, if you can, avoid long distance relationships. They do not bring you happiness. Again, they become fantasy relationships, unless, you're married and you're forced to be in one. Last question. JC says, I've been wanting to ask you this. I have a lot of male energy. I like to pursue, compliment, decide, and plan with a man. Is there any possibility for this energy as well as my feminine? Well, for sure. I mean, I'm a little bit the brains and my husband's the brawn in our family. I will sometimes think of something that he certainly hasn't thought of, and I'm like, woo, I'm glad I thought of that one. Because I don't know what would have happened. Here's what would have happened. You would have been just fine. You would have been just fine. It'll unfold. So don't put too much pressure on yourself for having masculine energy and for being smart, being able to put things together and figure things out. That relationship, when you're with him, when you're hiking together, when you're just watching TV together or making dinner, that is where the magic's happening. Flirting is a great way to receive arrows. You want to be open to receiving those arrows. And just notice, JCC, notice if you're pushing your agenda on a man. Like, here's what I want to have happen. Go do it. And if he's more passive, just let him be more passive. As long as you're doing things for him, he's not going to wake up his masculine energy. Guys will sit back and let you do it. You know what? I can't remember the last time I cooked dinner. I can't, because my husband always does it. He beats me to it every night. I used to beat him to it. He does it now. I don't have to think about dinner anymore. I'll let him do it as long as he wants to do it. All right. Okay, everybody, I'm going to close this up. I hope this has been a great help to you about feminine energy, how to really ignite a guy's passion for you. Practice being in your feminine energy instead of controlling him and changing him and getting him to be. You know, we talk about, oh, here's all the things wrong with him that I want changed. Okay. Let's focus on what you're feeling. For example, I don't feel touched enough. And go to him and say, oh, it feels so good when you touch me. Focus on what is working. Focus on that, you know, that 1 or 2% that it is giving you that does feel good, you see. All right? Oh, thank you, Shailene. Shailene sent me a super chat. I'm donating all this month's super chats to Fred, my little rescue kitty. All right, I'm gonna let you guys all go. I'm starting to lose my voice. Sending you much love. Mwah. Shailene, feel free to email me if you need to. I know you've got my address. Much love.